Good morning, everyone. Thought I would do a little bit of different video today. Wife and I just took a vacation into the North Carolina mountains, which this time of the year is getting to be late October, is just absolutely gorgeous. Any of you that live around these areas that can make it up there, I would highly recommend it. We went up, there she goes, just leaving right now, the wife, Robin, that is. So anyway, we got the rest of the week off. We spent about 4 or 5 days in the mountains and came back. So we went, one of the main goals that we wanted to do was go pick apples. There's a lot of apple orchards in the North Carolina mountains. Specifically, we were around the Hendersonville area, which is in the southern part of the mountains, kind of not far from the North Carolina-South Carolina border. So we stayed there and we went out and ventured out, and man, I'm telling you, the apple orchards, it's like, seems like every couple of miles you drive, there's another orchard. So that's a big industry up there, and I was just amazed. I'd never gone and done that, and I was just amazed at the number of apple trees, all the different varieties, how big and healthy, and it was just crazy. So I would highly recommend that if you've never gone and done it. But anyway, it kind of inspired me to do a video. We kind of got a little orchard here that we started, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago. We've kept adding to it. I know it's the fall, and everything's already bared its fruit for the year and kind of gone dormant. But I wanted to kind of show you what we had in the orchard, and then maybe in the spring or in the summer we'll do another one and see how some of this stuff is bearing fruit. And I kind of got some tips from some of the local guys there. Seems like I have had decent luck with some of my trees producing apples, but then they always there's always the bug problem. You gotta spray for the beetles and stuff, and then sometimes they'll develop some kind of fungus, and so I kind of got some tips there. But anyway, we'll take a look at that this morning and show you what I just added to the little orchard here. This is between our house and then my son Spencer's house over there, which he's adding on and getting some renovation done, so they're staying with us right now. But anyway, so we're taking the golf cart out this morning and wanted to let you meet our two babies. It's the two Yorkies, Jasper, one closest to you, and his sister Sophie. So they are definitely spoiled rotten. They'd rather ride on this golf cart than eat. I think if they hadn't eaten in a week and you put the food in front of them and there was the golf cart, they would run to the golf cart. So yeah, they are great dogs. If you've never had Yorkies, they're lap dogs, of course. But anyway, so let's go on down to the far end of the orchard here and show you what we got, and then we'll work our way back. This is just a little area, used to be part of our garden, which was just way too big, and then we decided, well, let's get some fruit trees and stuff and plant out here and see what we had, if we can have any luck with those. So starting at the end out here near the road, we got a couple of pear trees. Now I can't give you the specifics on exactly what they are. I don't remember, to be honest, the variety, but we did, this year was the first time. I think these are 3 years old now. They hadn't really bared much fruit previously, but this year we got another one over here. We did have good luck, and I want to say we got maybe, you can see the trees aren't that big, but we got maybe, I don't know, 15 to 20 pears per tree. Right here in this section we've got 2 pomegranate bushes. The one on the far there I actually bought a local nursery. I think this is the second year it's been in the ground. It's bared some small pomegranates. This one right here closest to me, my dad had pomegranate bushes when I was growing up. They had been at the house where I grew up forever. And I actually, I think you call it air layered. I actually air layered. If you guys have never heard of that, go online. There's lots of good videos, where you can take a branch and cut the bark off and put peat moss in a bag or in a bottle and and actually get it to grow roots. So that's there again about the second year that's been in here. That one came from air layering. So next row here we've got peach trees. We've actually had some decent production off of those for this past spring and summer. Another one over here. But there again, the main thing is figuring out how to get the bugs. You got to spray them quite often. Right here we got the prickly ones. Of course, everything is ugly and gone dormant now, so we're going in the process of going dormant. These are 2 blackberry bushes. One of them is out of the wild. I think it's the smaller one here. I just dug up along the woods line and just see if I could get it to work, and we actually had really great production off of these this past year. Over here I do know that this is a Fuji apple tree. And it actually had really good production this year, and this one over here not looking so swell. I think it's maybe got a little bit of a disease. I don't know. I'm gonna give it another year and see. It started out okay, and then it just kind of looked like it was almost dying, but then some of it did come back. These 2 small apple trees, I think we just planted them back in the spring. They are Honey Crisp, if I remember right, their wife's favorite. Now this, I just built this yesterday and finished it up this morning. I should have made a video during the process. When we went to the mountains, we picked up a couple of grapevines. These are Concord seedless bunch grapevines. So anyway, this is some reclaimed wood or repurposed wood I had from an old barn we tore down. Put some posts in the ground. Actually used some fencing from some like cattle panels, like you can get at Tractor Supply. These are some old ones that were under a barn that had fell down. So I think this thing is about 16 foot long and 4 foot wide. Laid one of the full cattle panels on top, and then cut some pieces on the ends. So hopefully, just planted these this morning. So obviously there again they're going dormant. Hopefully they'll take off in the spring, and the idea is this bush runs up and goes on top, and then we got a second bush down here, or vine should I say, grapevine, that hopefully will do the same thing. That piece of wire there was a little mangled, but made it work. Didn't want to throw it away. So and then over here we have a couple plum trees, and they did produce a few plums this past summer. And then here we got a combination of some other blackberry and raspberry bushes along this line here and over here. These are some of Emily's flower boxes. Spencer's wife is big time into doing flowering and all different varieties, so she uses these at different times. Got a couple small blueberry bushes down here on the end. So anyway, and then over here, we just planted these last year. Spencer and Emily went to the mountains, and they brought back a couple of cherry trees. So they're just getting started, so don't look too swell just yet. Got one more down here. So anyway, I don't know. We'll might be just a waste of money and time, but we enjoy, seeing if we can make these things produce. And you might see out there, they just in the process of harvesting the sweet potatoes. It's a giant, about, I don't know, 25, 30 acre field of sweet potatoes behind our house. So they just have harvested those. We're still in the process. So we'll probably go out there and scavenge a few. Robin loves to bake those and put all the good stuff on them, cinnamon, marshmallows and all that. And right here are 2 blueberry bushes that, gosh, I guess they've been here at least 8 years, maybe even 10, I don't know. Just a couple of ones we bought at Lowe's and planted right here in front of our propane tank. You would think that wouldn't be, but these things have produced, oh my gosh, it's just hard to describe how well they have produced in really like the last 3-4 years. So blueberries, definitely one of the favorites. So anyway, this is about it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, maybe in the spring and summer or something we'll do another one to see how things are coming along, and if you guys got any tips on you know, what kind of pesticides you may use for certain trees, or anything you may spray on them for fungus or stuff like that, or even fertilizers, leave it in the comments, because this is, you know, we had some of these types of trees when I was growing up, but I don't ever remember doing anything to them. Then my dad took care of them. I just remember we had apples and plums and stuff like that in the backyard on the farm. So, alright, Jasper, Sophie, getting about time for you guys to go in the house, get a treat. I know you don't want to. Maybe since it's so pretty today, I'll let you, ride around me for a while doing different things. Alright, everybody. Catch you next time. Thank you.